Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome back, Chris, with another fragrance review, this time concentrating on a release of the year of 2003 from the very house of Ted Lapidus. Ted Lapidus, who became very, very famous in the 60s, I think, when many French celebrities wore his creations, people like, I think, Brigitte Bardot, Alain Delon, and so on. And it's still a brand that is going on strongly, although not in the fashion world anymore, but they keep on doing accessories and stuff, for example, perfumes as well. And but I think they ceased to do haute couture around the change of the millennium or the start of the new millennium. But in 2003 they have released a fragrance called Pour Lui. This is the box, yes, and they have the main aim obviously was to create a great quality fragrance, because they hired Maurice Roussel and Norbert Bijawi, and anybody who knows these gentlemen knows that this is some sort of a guarantee for great fragrance, and they didn't fail, I can tell you. Obviously, the starting with the presentation, the big T for me at least stands for Ted, like, really, maybe not, but it really looks like a big T, right? In regards to the overall presentation, I like the fact that it's a fragrance that is, doesn't have a cap, a removable cap, but just you can push it here and the fragrance then comes out, the juice just flies out of the bottle, and so I like this, fits in the pocket, different sizes available. I like the color of the juice. It's an uplifting sort of yellowish greenish color, really well done, I think, the overall presentation. This is 100 ml eau de toilette, by the way, and there's your color, you can see it probably better this way. It's very nice. And the fragrance itself is a very interesting fragrance. I've seen many people starting to compare this stuff with Le Male or Le Mal, or many other fragrances, like, I don't know, I've seen some Cacharel Nemo and maybe Cristobal. Probably Cristobal is a bit close to this one, but I wouldn't go into the direction starting to compare this fragrance to any of these, because only the fact that it's, yes, it's a bit powdery and it's kind of dense, sweet fragrance doesn't make it a good decision to start to compare this to the fragrances that I've just mentioned, so I won't do that. Instead, I'd like to highlight what a great fragrance this is, because it's an aromatic vanilla. I wouldn't say gourmand, because I don't really like the word, but it's definitely sweet, almost vanilla pancake type of. And there you go, there you start to go into this gourmand direction, right? But the picture I get when I wear this is a, carefree afternoon with the family. Kids are playing in the garden near the lavender bushes, and mom is doing the vanilla pancakes and serving some nice lemonade. That's what I get. And why do I get this? Well, it starts really straight from the beginning. You have this very obvious vanilla in this. So anybody who does not like vanilla maybe is not that happy with this fragrance. Although I have to say, I'm not a great vanilla fan, but this is so well done here by Roussel and Bijawi that it really doesn't bother me. Actually, I love it. Actually, I really love it. And what's coming together with the vanilla to make it a classy great fragrance is lavender, some mint, but not the obvious mint like in Roadster and all that, as well as a great bergamot, a bergamot that, at least on my skin, in the early dry down, in the development of the fragrance, as it settles on my skin, it really gives it this citrus, classy sourness, that pairs up very well with the classy backbone of the lavender and this sweetish vanilla vibe that makes this so friendly. It's a very friendly fragrance. The performance is stunning. It's stunning. You only need 3-4 sprays, and you're set for the day. The pricing is you can get this for very cheap. Stunning juice. It really is a very well complimented fragrance, although I'm not really a compliment hunter, but obviously it's nice if you receive some nice feedback from people around you, and not saying that, oh, what you're wearing, this is not good, but if they say, well, you smell nice, it's always good. But you don't need compliments for this to be a mood booster. This is a mood booster in itself, because the overall vibe that you get is a very comfortable, very friendly, bright, uplifting, optimistic, smiling fragrance. This fragrance smiles at you with its sweetness, with its aromatic grandeur due to this wonderful lavender and the extremely nicely done bergamot. And then some floweriness, lily of the valley. Nice. Goes deeper then. It goes into some woody territory with some cedar and sandalwood, maybe some musk. So at the very dry down, after hours and hours and hours of vanilla, lavender, bergamot combination lingering around you, never too pushy, except if you overspray, you get at the base, you get this very nice, still slightly vanilla smelling cedar sandalwood combination, which is so comforting still, that it really, it's like a perfect day, this fragrance. The sun comes up, you start the day, the sun is shining, you're in a good mood, you have a nice lunch, you're with friends, you're outside. This is more an outdoorsy fragrance for me, because the vanilla needs to breathe, the vanilla sweetness really needs to breathe, and the lavender calls for a natural environment instead of the office. And you're with friends, you're outside, as I say, maybe barbecue or anything, a garden party or something. That's what comes into my mind, and this dessert sort of pancake sort of feeling. But it's not smelling like a pancake. It just evokes this sensation that you have if Mama is in the kitchen and does the pancakes. That's the difference between Salvatore Ferragamo's release, where it smells like tiramisu and coffee, and it really smells like tiramisu and coffee, which I hate, because if I want to smell tiramisu and coffee, I smell tiramisu and coffee, or some of these cheap food industry aromas. What's the purpose? No, this is not smelling like, it's evoking the vibe, the mood of a scenario where maybe Mama is in the kitchen and does some vanilla pancakes. You get me? You get the difference? That's the difference. So that's where Salvatore Ferragamo is dull, and that's where Maurice Roussel has done a genius job, okay? That's my point. So I love Pour Lui from Ted Lapidus. It's really, really nice. It really fits me well as well. It's good on my skin. Not all these type of sweet vanilla, slightly powdery fragrances, mint do well on me. This does very well, and again, I think it's down to the extremely craftful approach that Bijawi and Maurice Roussel have done when creating this great fragrance from Ted Lapidus, which is, I think, still around, and I rank it very, very highly. If you like these type of fragrances, springtime is probably the best time to use it, because due to the, it has this substance, yet it's uplifting, bright. It's just for me, it's an absolute masterpiece for its genre, totally. And it's modern as well, yet it has this classy background. There's basically no point of this fragrance which I can call not satisfying. Starting from the packing, color of the juice, performance, smell, everything is perfect. Thanks very much. That was Chris with Ted Lapidus Pour Lui from the year of 2003, and I'll be back with more.